FEMA has taken a lot of criticism over the last few years, and you can now add some Point Place residents to the list of those upset with the agency. That's because flood maps are changing, which is bad news for the Point. Here's Fox Toledo's Sean Hegarty with that story. So what are people upset about?
Well, actually, all centers around FEMA's most notorious problem, which was, of course, Hurricane Katrina. After all that flooding, some of the flooding regulations were reconsidered across the country, and now some of that area, especially in the Point, are now a part of the floodplain, which is throwing a kink into a lot of plans up there, because part of the problem is also the rising lake levels, which means the dike out there is no longer in compliance. So now somewhere around $1.5 to about $2 million of work still needs to be done to raise the dike out there. If nothing's done, about 1,400 homes will need flood insurance out there. It's an idea that has some thinking that could be the end of the neighborhood up there. Now the alternative is to find the money, which could mean more charges on the water bills in the form of assessments. The mayor has allotted about $900,000 so far, but people tonight were most upset because if they put something like a gazebo on the existing dike, it's going to have to come down during work.
There are serious restrictions, but over time, the inspectors, be it the city or the Army Corps of Engineers, turned a blind eye to some of these improvements that the homeowners had made. But the fact remains that the Army Corps and, in fact, FEMA are very specific about the limitations on the use of the dike.
And unfortunately, there's no money right now to help people move things, like if you have a dock out there, all that work is being done. So unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be money out of those residents' pockets. But the thinking from some is that those costs are better than having to pay somewhere around $1,000 a year for flood insurance. And how long that would last remains to be seen. Reporting live, Sean Hegarty, Fox Toledo News.